back to the fourth session of the day 2 of 5-day national workshop on advancement in antenna engineering using artificial intelligence. This fourth session is a special session. It is a fitness session. We have Lieutenant Dr. S. Babu sir with us.
Hello.
At National Institute of Technology, Puducherry. He has completed his NIS basketball from Laxmibai National College of Physical Education, Trivandrum, Kerala. He did his PG DYE from Annamalai University, Chidambaram. He got his BSc degree in Physical Education from MDT Hindu College, Tirunelveli, and BPEd from YMCA College of Physical Education, Chennai. It is under Madras University. And a MPEd from Pondicherry University. He completed his MPhil in Physical Education from Annamalai University. Dr. S. Babu sir got his PhD in Physical Education from Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, Chennai. He qualified in many examinations. I shall list out the examinations. UGC National Eligibility Test for Assistant Professor in the field of Physical Education, State Eligibility Test for Assistant Professor in the field of Physical Education, Qualified Referee in Basketball Federation of India, Technical Officials in Tamil Nadu Amateur Athletic Association. It is affiliated to IAAF and TNOA. Certified Gym Instructor affiliated to YMCA College of Physical Education, Chennai. Before joining this institute, he was worked as a personal trainer for 1 year in Markovic Fitness Studio, Pondicherry, and then worked as gym instructor for 1 year in Hotel Mas Fitness Center, and worked as a physical education teacher in Tamil Nadu Government Higher Secondary School, Viluppuram, from 2012 to 2013. He was worked as a physical education coordinator and lecturer in Department of Physical Education at Pondicherry University Community College, Pondicherry from 2007 to 2010. Now he is working as a sports officer here and working as lieutenant and associate NCC officer in National Institute of Technology, Puducherry. He has published one book titled Health Education, Nutrition and Sports Trauma Management. He received a Best Teacher Award Illam Yuvasri Kala Vibhushan in the field of physical education and sports, recognized by Patanjali College of Yoga and Research Center in 2018. He received a Best Teacher Award in Kalvi Sudar in the field of physical education and sports, recognized by Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, Chennai. And he has published about 20 national and international papers. Now, I welcome Dr. Babu sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your very elaborate introduction about me. Can I share my
yes,
PPT?
Yes, sir. I shall stop presenting.
Okay,
sir, now, sir.
Can you able to see my PPT, madam?
Yes,
visible?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Can I start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good evening to one and all present here. It was great pleasure and honor to me to given me opportunity to meet the young mind and energetic engineers you all. At this junction, I would like to share about my director sir and convener madam. My director sir is basically sportsman who gave me an opportunity to present this health related topic. You know, my director sir given me a equal importance to academics as well as other sports activities also. Nowadays, we are producing the students in such a manner, wholesome development that is emotionally, spiritually, we can balance the state to produce the students nowadays. So that my director is personally told me yesterday the people, those who are attend this Atal workshop, they must aware about health. So that SAR gave me this opportunity to present this health related topic. Also, the convener, Madam Ashram Professor, Dr. Bhubadi Rani, Madam, who she only suggested my name to the director, SAR is accepted. Madam, thank you for that, giving me opportunity to present this paper. Before I start my presentation, let us all can join with me for prayer. For prayer, all can close your eyes. Shahana Bhavatu Shahanau Bhunaktu Shahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadidavastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bring your palm in front of your eyes. Open your eyes and look at your palm. Generate heat. Apply face, body, and hands. Once again, a very good evening to one and all person here. My topic is health and wellness. Ramya madam, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Everyone can hear you, sir.
Okay. My topic is health and wellness. See, I personally believe the engineers are backbone of the nation, not only the nation, in the world. According to Ministry of Public Health and Engineering Irrigation Ministers say, Mr. Lal Chaudhary said that engineers are backbone of the nation. With their contribution, they can implement Make in India and Smart India and Digital India. Not only that, Lal Chaudhary sir, on Economic Times one day they mentioned Indian system engineers have emerged as a backbone of Japanese IT industry. You know, the people are compared with backbone of our body. You know, we have vertebral column is called backbone. In that vertebral column is having 26 irregular interconnected bone. In that irregular interconnected bone is having lot of nervous system, and it will be connected through all over the body to our cerebellum, brain cells. So all the systems, all the organs are hanging on this vertebral column, and it will be protect our body. Such a important vertebral column is there in our body. In this, they are compared with engineer and the vertebral column. See, so that the engineers are very much important in the nation to develop the nation and the world. So, in our body is having nine system of our body. That is having separate organs are there in our body. In these, each organs are stimulated or composed by three dosha, that is called Vata, Pitta, Kapha. At this junction, I would like to tell you, my dear engineers, these topics may not be relevant to your subject, but it is relevant to our lifespan. It will be relevant to our life. So you can watch us whenever you have doubt. You can ask me. I'm ready to answer for that. See, we have the many organs, internal organs in our body that is composed by Vata, Pitta, Kapha. That is nothing air, heat, and cold. If we have equal proportion of our body, then our body will become healthy and fit body. No virus will be affected in our body if we have equal proportionated. So how we can equally proportionate this Vada Pitta Kapha? You know, our ancestors, our yogis are giving such a manner and give some 8 limbs of yoga. In that, you can make your body equal proportionate to our body like Vada, Pitta, Kapha. That and all, the 8 limbs, what are they? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So these are the 8 limbs we can make our body in equal proportionate. So in this, I'm going to be take asana and pranayama part. Our body, I'm going to be take pranayama, kriyas, and yogic posture. Today lecture, I'm going to be take these 3 health related topic, yogic related topic. So pranayama is pranayama is nothing but it is fundamental life force. It is transforming inner energy of our body. You know, as an engineer, you all can know that you know about the energy sources of the nation and the world. You know our about it: solar energy, wind energy, hydrogen energy, biomass energy, tidal energy, like that. You know many energy, you know that, but are you aware about our body, which one is generating energy system in our body? Are you aware about? May not be not even aware about it. Our energy system of the body is respiratory system. So once you stimulate your respiratory system, then our lung capacity will be increased. If you want to increase your lung capacity, you have to do pranayama regularly, then our immunity power also will be increased. Next slide, we can see the immunity power thing and all. So pranayama, the word is come from Sanskrit word. One is prana and ayama. Ayama. The two word is come from Sanskrit word. Prana means bioenergy, ayama means control. So that pranayama is called control of breath, control of breath. So that the Swami Patanjali's mention his Yoga Sutra about the pranayama, Dasmin Sadi Iswasa Prasvam Sayur Kaditva Seta Pranayama. Dasmin Sadi Iswasa Prasvam Sayur Kaditva Seta Pranayama. That means you have to sit in meditative posture in open air, and you have to be concentrate over inhalation and exhalation. That's what he's mentioned. Such an important pranayama, it will be helpful for your throughout the body energy system. So the mainly, if you are doing the pranayama, it will mainly stimulate your respiratory system and the lympathetic system. When you inhale and when you hold the breath, our lung is having alveoli. In the alveoli, taking more time to absorb the oxygen from the atmosphere air, and you can transform to the blood to the energy in our all over the body. Once you have more capacity in your lung capacity will be increased, then automatically your lympathetic system will be stimulated. What is the lympathetic system? The lympathetic system is nothing but it will be give your immunity power. Nowadays, the lympathetic system very popular during this pandemic COVID-19 situation. If you have very good lympathetic system, you have more immunity. So if you can concentrate pranayama, your lympathetic system through the developed through the lympathetic system, your immunity power also will be developed. So do pranayama regularly. How and when we can do everything, we can see the next slide. Some valuable points I would like to share with you before we do the pranayama exercises. So the places wherever you are doing the pranayama, the place should be ventilated. You have to do morning and evening is ideal time for do the pranayama. Every day 15 minutes you can do the pranayama on same place and same time. Then only you can get that motivation whenever you can see that place. So this place we are doing pranayama. So automatically the motivation will come. You can do that pranayama every day, morning or evening. Place should be neat and clean. Pranayama should be doing the distraction proof. Pranayama is always to your empty stomach. Suppose if you are taking food, at least you have to give 4 hours, give time to digest that food, then you can do the pranayama exercises. The pranayama is having 3 segments. What is that? That is Puraha, Kumbhaha, and Rechaha. Puraha is nothing but is inhalation. Kumbhaha is suspension, that means hold, and Rechaha is exhalation. These are the 3 segments are involved when we are doing pranayama exercises. Pranayama. Then there will be a 3 nadis or comprises when we do the pranayama. One is Ida Nadi, another one is Pingala Nadi, another one is Susumna Nadi. These are the 3 pranayama nadis are involved when we do the pranayama exercises. Ida Nadi is nothing but it is the left nostril, and Pingala Nadi is right nostril, Susumna Nadi is both nostril inhalation. So that it was very important while we do the pranayama, we have to concentrate these 3 nadis from our body, then automatically our body energy system will be work fast and dynamic manner. See, as the Veda said that there will be a 50 different types of pranayamas there, but I'm taking this lecture only for some important pranayama I can demonstrate, and I can lecture you, and you can watch me carefully. Pranayama, today I am taking 3 pranayama. One is Nadi Shuddhi pranayama, or it is also called Anulom Vilom, Nadi Shuddhi pranayama, Shitali pranayama, and Kapalabhati pranayama. These are the 3 pranayama. Today I am going to be demonstrate and illustrate to you. Then before we do the pranayama, we have to do some breathing exercises. That is forceful exhalation of Ida Nadi, forceful exhalation of Pingala Nadi, forceful exhalation of alternative nostril, and deepest exhalation of both nostril. We have to do this pranayama exercises before we do the pranayama. So this is a demonstration. I would like to put a video. Instead of giving the lecture, the demonstration will be give you better understanding while we watch the videos. So I can play that. See how to sit in comfortable posture when you do the forceful exhalation of Ida Nadi. That means forceful exhalation of your left nostril. You have to sit in comfortable posture, whether Vajrasana, Padmasana, or Sukhasana, any asana you can sit, and you can concentrate. You can keep your left arm in Chinmutra and place it on the knee. Slowly you can do that, and you can take your right arm. The right arm you have to make it for Nasika Mudra, and you can close your right nostril. Now you can expel forcefully the air through your left nostril. See, with the help of the air what you have in the stomach region, you have to expel out, and from the lungs you have to make it empty, then you have to expel out. If any particles are there in your respiratory tract, it will be coming out through your left nostril. How to do that? 30 repetition, this forceful exhalation, then you can relax, then automatically come with Chinmutra, then you can place it to your right knee. After doing that, you have to sit at least 30 seconds. You have to sit Aram say you can sit and you can concentrate that breathing. The next one is forceful exhalation of Pingala Nadi. Pingala Nadi is nothing but it is right nostril. Same way you have to sit straight and come with Chinmutra. Your left arm you must be keep on the knee, and now you can take your right arm, come with Vishnu Mutra or else Nasika Mutra. With the help of ring finger, you have to hold your left nostril, that is called Idanadi. Then now you expelled out forceful exhalation from, from the lung region through your right nostril. Same way, if any particle is there in your right passage, then it will be coming out. Thirty repetition, you can do that. Again, you come for Chinmutra and place it on the knee, and you can concentrate at least 30 seconds you can sit. The next one is forceful exhalation of alternative nostril. That is same way, sit straight, come with Chinmutra. Then you can take your right arm with Vishnu or Nasika Mutra. Now you have to hold both nostril in alternative manner, and both nostril you have to expel out the air from the both nostrils. See, right, left, right, left. Like that, you have to do this, the forceful exhalation. Same 30 repetition. Now again you come to Chinmutra and place it on the knee. Then you can concentrate your inhalation and exhalation. 30 seconds you can sit minimum. Like that, you have to do the practice before we do the pranayama. But in that pranayama, already told you there will be three segments. One is Puraha and Kumbhaha and Rechaha. For this practice, you have to, if you can do this practice like 1:2 ratio, then automatically our body will get in Kumbhaga statue. That means you can able to control the breath, and you can able to inhale the breath, and you can able to exhale the breath in longer duration. That exercise we can see that next video. See, you can sit in a comfortable posture, sit with Chinmutra. For your understanding purpose, I will take my left arm and I can count it in my finger, and I little bit contract, give a contraction when I inhale. I'll give the little contraction to you to my nostril. See, now I inhale with 5 seconds. Now I hold. Then I can exhale with 10 seconds, 1:2 ratio. Suppose you can, if you are inhale with 10 seconds, you can exhale in 20 seconds. There should be a 1:2 ratio, how to be inhale and exhale. Inhale 5 seconds. Now I hold. Now I exhale with 10 seconds. For your understanding purpose, I can contract my nostril region. You need not to contract your nostril region. That aram se you can do that. One. Inhale 5 seconds. Hold. And exhale 10 seconds. Like that, you have to be practiced for attain the Kumbhaha, Puraha, and Rechaga. Sit Shinmutra and concentrate your breath. See, this is not a, whatever we see in the video, that is not a pranayama. That is before we do the pranayama, some of the warming up exercise, that and all. If we can do that exercise properly, then our full pathway of respiratory tract will be clean. Now we can concentrate that pranayama exercises. It is always give more effect in our body. Then Nadi Sutti Pranayama. Nadi Sutti Pranayama, there will be a 3 variation. One is Surya Nadi Pranayama, another one is Chandra Nadi Pranayama, and another one is Nadi Sutti Pranayama. These are the 3 variation. Today I will demonstrate you or illustrate you. Surya Nadi Pranayama, sit straight with meditative asana, inhale through your right nostril and exhale through your right nostril. That means you have to be sit in comfortable posture, and you have to hold with the help of that ring finger. You have to hold your left nostril, and you can inhale through your right nostril and exhale through your right nostril. It will be giving heat generated in your body. So Suryan means heat, so that Surya Nadis also give us heat to our body. Then Chandra Nadi Pranayama. Chandra Nadi Pranayama, you have to inhale through your left nostril and exhale through your left nostril. This is the one Nadi will be involved when we do the Chandra Nadi Pranayama. So you have to take your keep your arm in Nasika Mudra with the help of thumb finger. You have to hold your right nostril and inhale through your left nostril and exhale through your left nostril. It will be giving decrease the temperature of our body. So now Nadi Sutti Pranayama. Nadi Sutti Pranayama, you have to sit in a comfortable posture, any meditative posture, and you can sit as we seen in the video, previous video, we seen that left arm must be in Chin Mudra, right arm must be in Nasika Mudra, and you have to be inhale through your left nostril and hold and exhale through your right nostril. Again, you inhale through your right nostril and hold and exhale through your left nostril. This is one round. Like that, you have to do 10 or 15 repetition. It will be normalize your body temperature. Body temperature. The Nadi Sutti Pranayama is also called Anulom Vilom. Both are same only. So you have to inhale one nostril and exhale another nostril. And inhale through your left nostril means you have to inhale through your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. Like that, you have to do the Nadi Sutti Pranayama. I think you can understand that. For this, I never put video. It is easy understanding, so that I did not put it the video for this. So when you are doing that Nadi Sutti Pranayama, it will be give balancing the body temperature and relieving stress, cleaning nadi in our body. improving blood circulation, promoting longevity. So these are the benefits while we are doing Nadi Sutti Pranayama. Then another one is Shitali Pranayama. Shitali, the word is come from Sanskrit word. It means cold. So you have to sit in such a manner. You have to roll your tongue with that hole. You have to inhale the air through your tongue and exhale your both nostril. So it will be giving you cooling effect in your body. See the video. Sit in a comfortable posture. Close your eyes and relax your whole body. Roll your tongue and put your lips and inhale through your tongue and exhale through your both nostrils. So like that you have to do 2 or 3 rounds in the beginning. Up to 15 rounds you can do that. So this is a video. You can see that for Shitali Pranayama, sit straight, vertebral columns always straight, because then only you can able to generate more air, inhale more air from the atmosphere. Chinmutra. Now you can take your tongue and put your lips with rolling. See that hole. You have to inhale the air and fill your lungs. Again, now we can expel out from your nostril region, both nostril. If you want to do some bandhas, you can do the bandhas. When you inhale, while you are holding, you have to bend your head forward. That is called bandhas, Jalandhara bandha. You can bend forward and you can release it. See, inhale through my tongue. Now I hold. During this time, if you want to do bandhas, you can do the bandhas. Now expelled out from your both nostril. From the beginning, you can do 3 or 4 times. Later on, you can do 14 repetition. Hold the breath. Now expelled out whatever air I intaken. And expelled out. Like that, if you are doing that Shitali Pranayama, it is always give our body cooling effect. What are the pranayama you can do that? You have to sit in comfortable posture and you can relax your sometime and you can feel the breath, what the inhalation and exhalation process. Then the benefits of Shitali Pranayama is it cools the body, cure acidity and hypertension, relieve indigestion and disorder of the bile, improving health of the eye and skin, cures tonsillitis. You know, the tonsillitis come because of the heat. It will be have some elevated in the neck region. When you are doing this Shitali Pranayama, it will be cured fast. So what are the exercises will be given from our ancestors? There should be a restriction. The person who's having more cold, you must avoid this Shitali Pranayama. When you go for winter atmosphere, you should avoid this Shitali Pranayama. Then another one is heat pranayama, that is called Kapalabhati pranayama. Kapalabhati, the word is come from 2 Sanskrit word. One is Kapal, another one is Pati. Kapala means skull, Pati means shining. So that it is called Kapalabhati. It is also called breath of fire. So there will be 3 different types of Kapalabhati. Say one is Vatkarma, Vaikarma, and Sitkarma. So the Vaitkarma and Sitkarma is one of the advanced stage. We can see that Kapalabhati in Vatkarma. So you have to sit in a meditative posture and inhale through your both nostril and exhale through your forceful contraction of your lung and stomach region, and you have to expel out. So whatever the air you have to be inhaled. From the beginning, you have to do the 10 or 15 times. Later on, you can increase the repetition. I will show the video that you can see that easily you can understand that. See, how to sit straight, inhale, Chinmutra, keep placed. If you want, you can keep the right arm in your stomach, inhale, now expel out, like that. For your understanding purpose, I keep my right arm in my stomach. If you are comfortable to keep your arm in your knee, you can keep the right arm in your knee on Chinmutra. Like that, you can do 50 repetition, 100 repetition. You can do that. Then you can relax. Come with Chinmutra, then relax it. So this is called Kapalabhati Pranayama. So Kapalabhati, the benefits of Kapalabhati is it is purification of brain cells, removes all the respiratory blockages of respiratory system as well as the lympathetic system. It will be give more energy in our body. It is very helpful for sinusitis, strengthen the respiratory system, whole system from the nasal region to lung region. It will be give you more strengthen to the respiratory system and calming inner peace. So like that, important benefits are there. The people, those who are having high blood pressure and low blood pressure, cardiac problem, pregnancy people, you must avoid this Kapalabhati Pranayama. The more you control your breathing, the longer you will live. Pranayamas also help you to stay healthy and young for longer. Why I mentioned this word? See, based on your respiratory rate, our lifespan will be increased. Some of the animal I mentioned it here. Respiratory rate is nothing but it will be per minute how many time you are taking inhalation and exhalation. It is counting of that. It is called respiratory rate. The rabbit per minute, the respiratory rate is 38 to 40. It can be able to live on 8 to 9 years only. But horse 16 to 18, 25 to 30 years it will be live. Monkey 30 to 30 times it will be doing that repetition. It will be live only 15 to 40 years. The human, the respiratory rate is 12 to 17. The person who is having this, a very good sportsman is having 12 repetition. He can able to live up to 100 years of his life. So cobra, it will be give the respiratory rate is 7 to 9. It can live at 120 years. Crocodile, it will per minute just 3 to 6 minutes only. It will be inhale and exhalation is doing that, but it can live minimum 150 years in his life. So that you have to be concentrate in your breathing and you can hold and you can expel in the longer duration. Then automatically your respiratory rate will be reduced. Then automatically your lifespan will be increased. Then another one is Kriyas. Pranayama is completed. Then another one is Kriyas. Kriyas is nothing but it is a purification technique of our body. We can able to clean the external organs, like we have very largest organs in our body is skin. We can able to see if any dirty is there, we can clean it, we can take a bath and we can clean it easily. But what about the internal organs, whether it is dirty or whether it is clean, that we cannot able to see that. See, nowadays the people wherever they can go, they can take water, the food is there, they can put it inside and they can behave like the dustbin. Why anything is there, any street, wherever they can go, they can eat and they can eat it and make it the more toxin in the digestive system. For that, we have to clean it. How we can clean it? When we can know that our body internal will be get dirty, whenever we get the pain, then only we can understand how something is there inside. We have to go to hospital. So then doctor suggest for the medicine. Later they suggested for yogi therapy exercise that is called kriyas. This cleaning of internal organs. There will be 6 kriya purification techniques are there. In this lecture, I am going to be take only 3 kriyas, that is not neti, jalan, neti, dauti, and trataka. Neti is a purification of nostril region. Neti is having 2 types of neti is there. One is Jalaneti, another one is Sutraneti. Today I will demonstrate this Jalaneti. Sutraneti is nothing but with the help of rubber catheter, you have to clean your upper tract, right nostril to left nostril, and mouth region. If you can clean with the rubber catheter, then it will be with the help of rubber catheter you can clean. It's called Sutraneti. So Jalaneti, with the help of water, we can clean our right nostril and the left nostril is called Jalaneti. See, like that you have to bend and you have to pour the water in the right to left and left to right. So this is Neti part. In that Neti part, you have to prepare a water like saline water. The saline water is mixed 1 teaspoon is 1 liter of water. You have to mix 1 teaspoon of salt and you can mix it and fill this Jala Neti pot. The Neti pot is having spout. In that spout, you have to put in a left nostril. Then you have to bend forward slightly, tilt your head. Then you can pour the water inside your right nostril and you have to allow the water to the left nostril. You know, which nostril you may have the doubt. Which nostril I can start first, left or right? That you can do that. You can take your right arm or left arm and you can keep in front of your nose. One nostril will get more inhalation and exhale. More air can go inside. Another nostril will go, very less air will go. In that duration, for me, I'm doing that now. For me, it's right nostril. The right nostril, I will start. I allow the water to my right nostril, and the water will be coming out in the left nostril. During this process, you have to open your mouth, and you can inhale and exhale through your mouth only. Then only you can. The water will be coming out easily. See. After doing this Jalanati, you have to give some forceful exhalation like Kapalabhati Pranayama. If you can do that, any water particle is there in your nostril region, it will be coming out. So this gentleman is doing this Jalanati part. Just watch it. You can understand easily then. Go. He allow the water to left nostril. He sit and doing that. If you are comfortable with stand, you can stand and do that. Once half of the water is completed, then you can go for another nostril. So like that, both nostril you have to do the allow the water inside. Then automatically any particle is there, it will be coming out. Nowadays, this Jalanati is very famous. Very many doctors are doing this Jalanati part. You know why? Because the coronavirus, it will be first mainly affected the nostril region, then it will penetrate to lung region. When you do this Jalanati, any virus will be there, it will be killed because we are going to be pour the water in saline water, it will be mixed with salt, it will be kill and it will be coming out. So that it was famous. Now the COVID-19 situation, whenever you go out while you are coming in, take Jalanati pot and mix some salt water and you can pour your nostril region. Nothing will be happen during this pandemic period. The positive, the benefits of Jalanati is it will be give you the positive influences of all sense organs in the head. strengthen the vision and relieves the tired eyes, relieving headache, memory and concentration are improving, very effective against sinusitis. Sinusitis is a very big problem nowadays. So if you are doing this Jalanati, the sinusitis will be cured. The person, those who are in severe cold, you must avoid. The airaic person also, you must avoid this Jalanati. Then Dauti. Dauti, there will be three types of Dauti is there. One is Vamana Dauti. Also, it's called Jala Dauti, Kunjala Dauti. In north side, it's called Kunjala Dauti. Like that, Vamana Dauti, Vastra Dauti and Danda Dauti. These are the three types of Dauti is there. It will be cleaning your respiratory, sorry, it will be cleaning your digestive system. Vamana Dauti, it will be with the help of water, we can clean our digestive system. It's called Vamana Dauti. Today I will demonstrate now for only Vamana Dauti. Vastra Dauti is nothing but with the help of cloth, we can swell the cloth and we can take it out. That is called Vastra Dauti. Danda Dauti, with the help of rubber catheter, as I told in as I told, rubber catheter, you have to swell the catheter inside and you can take it out. Any toxin is there, it will be coming out. It's the help of rubber catheter. If you are doing that, Dauti is called Danda Dauti. Vamana Dauti. Vamana Dauti, you have to drink the water like this and you have to bend forward and give some little contraction to your stomach region. Then the vomiting, nausea sensation will become. It is a voluntary vomiting sensation we have to be develop, and we can clean our stomach region, the digestive system. So you have to mix the water. One teaspoon of water you have to 1 teaspoon of salt you have to mix in 2 liters of water. Then you have to drink as much you can. You have to drink full your stomach, and you have to when you feel the nausea sensation, then you have to expel out to the full water. See, the gentleman is doing that Vamana Dauti. It will be he's drinking the saline water. Sorry. He drink fully. He make his stomach full with saline water. He is an experienced man, so that he can, through contraction, the water will be coming out from his mouth. But as from the beginner, suddenly you may get the nausea sensation by the time, but your water will not be coming out. What you have to do, you have to take your right arm, middle and index finger and put your stomach, and you can give the little pressure to your tongue region, then automatically the water will be coming out. Within half of the minute, that means 30 seconds, all the water will be coming out. Why we can do that? This Vamana Dauti, any undigested food is there, undigested particles there in your stomach, it will be coming out. See, the experienced man is doing the little contraction, give the contraction with the stomach region, then the water will be coming out. See that, it's like a pipe, the water is coming. So this is called Vamana Dauti. The benefits of Vamana Dauti is good for high acidity, allergies, and asthma, eliminates halitosis. And the person, those who are having high blood pressure and glaucoma, you must avoid this Vamana Dauti. You know, when you are doing that vomiting sensation, our eye will get more pressure. So if you have any glaucoma problem, you must avoid this Vamana Dauti. Then very easy and very dynamic and very good exercise for Trataha. Trataha is nothing but is cleaning your eyes and it will be strengthen your eyes of our body. The Trataka is having two types of Trataka. One is Jyoti Trataka, another one is Jatru Trataka. Jyoti Trataka, so you have to sit in such a manner and you have to look at the candle. See, the candle itself make it the dark color. The room must be in the dark color, and you have to lighting the candle. See, the candle is having three zones. One is whip, it is reddish color. Another one is bright white color. In the top is little smoky. You have to sit in such a manner, 1 meter away or else 1 arm distance. You have to sit and you have to open your eyes with any meditative posture. That is very important. You have to sit any Sukhasana, any meditative posture with the Chinmudra. You can sit and you have to look at the flame. This flame, you have to the center of that, the white flame will be there. You can look 15 to 30 seconds, you can look into that. Then you have to close your eyes 4 to 5 minutes and you can imagine that inner flame, what it is there. That inner flame, you have to concentrate that flame. Like that, you have to sit and look at the flame. See, sit in a meditative posture. As I told you, the 10 to 15 seconds you can sit, up to maximum 1 minute only you can able to allow to look at the flame of the candle. From the beginning you can sit, you can look at the flame 10 to 15 seconds. Later you can increase that. Concentrate the inner image with closed eyes for about 4 to 5 minutes, and at any circumference you should not exceed the time to look at the flame of the candle. That is very important. So the benefits of this Jyoti Trataka purifies and strengthens the eye and eye muscles, improve vision and memory, develops the intuition, the ability to visualize the willpower, strengthen the ability to concentrate. When you do this, all the tissue was involved in your eye, it will be get strengthened. Then another one is the people, those who are psychic problem and hallucinated people, you must avoid this Jyoti Trataka. Then another one is Jatru Trataka. Jatru Trataka is very easy. It is related to 5 types of exercises. One is you have to sit comfortable posture and you can look. This video will be understanding. You can look up. You have to sit in such a manner, close your eyes. Then you can take your right arm or left arm, any arm you can take. You can do this. Look at the tips of your thumb nail. You can look at the nail sometime. Then you can gradually bring it up. Gradually bring it up to the top and look at that. Very rhythmically you have to take it up and you can look at to that. Then you have to simultaneously, you have to bring it same center. Then again you have to keep it down. See, while you are doing this, your head should not be up first, then center, then down. See, you should not bend your head. You have to roll your lens ups and down. Now same way center, then now side. See, right side corner you have to be keep and look at your eyeballs. This is the right hand side. Then again you bring it center. Then take your left arm. Then this extreme. See, you have to roll your eyeballs not in the head. Next. Each and every exercises you have to shake your hands and generate the heat and apply your face. And another one thing is you have to 1 minute. You have to bring your arm in this corner, left corner to right down and right corner to left down. Like that you can do that. Another exercise. Another exercise, take your both arm or one arm. You have to rotate like this in anti-clockwise. You have to rotate your hands. After that, you can take clockwise rotation. Like that, if we can do that, our eyes will get strengthen. The person, those who are having that power, if you are doing this Jatru Trataha, it will be more helpful for the eyes and eye muscles. Then the yogic posture. Yogic posture, see the Surya Namaskar. The Surya Namaskaram is comprised for 12 asanas. The 12 asanas is included. It is comprises is called Surya Namaskaram. That and all the Pranamasana, Hasta Uddanasana, Padagasasan, Asvasanjalasan, Parvadasan, and Astanga Namaskaram, Bhujangasana. The remaining asana is a complementary asana for what we did in the beginning. So the remaining asana, the same asana will come: Parvadasan, Asvasanjalasan, Padagastasan, Hasta Uddanasana, and Pranamasana. See that Asvasanjalasan, the left leg should be forward, while you go back, the right leg should be forward. Right leg should be forward. Same way you have to do that. So these are the Surya Namaskaram, you have to do that. See, the strength of Surya Namaskaram is it will be helps and relax our mind, improve flexibility of our body. It will strengthen the full muscular system of our body. It will be give you insomnia. You can get nice sleep when you are doing that Surya Namaskar practice. It will be give more improves posture. You can get mesomark, endomark, ectomark people they used to call in physical education. We can get mesomark people when we are doing that this Surya Namaskara. It will be give your muscular tone in our body. Our internal organ will be stimulated and work fast. If you have any excess fat, it will be reduced. It will be working in the Surya Namaskar. So this is the video the gentleman is demonstrating. Then you can see this. It will be easily understand this. So Hasta Uddanasana, then he can go for Padagastasan. Then Asvasanjalasan, he can keep his left leg forward first and stretch his upper body. Then Parvadasan. If you want to add the Sasangasan, if you want, you can add Sasangasan also. But this gentleman is not doing Sasang. Oh, he's doing Sasangasan. Now he's doing Sasangasan. Then he come for Astanga Namaskaram. Same posture, you have to go for Bhujangasana. And again he can go for Parvadasan. You have to tilt your head forward. That is very important. Then Asvasanjalasan. Now right leg forward. Stretch your upper body. Then Bhadagasthasan. Bring your arm along with your body. Ashtavdhanasana. Then come with Namaskar Mudra. Once again he is doing that. See, each and every asanas, if you can give the beginning 30 seconds, then you can go for fast. The person who is having high BP, low BP, you must avoid this Surya Namaskaram. Bhujangasana. Stretch your upper body fully. Padagasana. Ashtavdhanasana. Like that, if you are doing that Surya Namaskaram. So again, I tell you, if you have any heart and high BP, low BP problem, you must avoid this Surya Namaskar. Finally, it was very simple. As an engineer evolve, you may not get the time to do these asanas. For if you don't have the time, at least you can do this. Take your 5 fingers and give little pressure to your tips of the finger. You know the tips of the finger is ending lot of nervous system. Suppose if you are sitting in that any stage and you can able to give some welcome address a vote of thanks, by the time you may get the palpitation will be increased. Because the big people and big chief guests are sitting over there, you may get that little palpitation or else any presentation. If you are giving like that, you have to take your finger and give a little pressure to your thumb, index, middle, small finger and all. If you give them small pressure to your tips of the finger, it will be stimulate your brain cells and it will be reduce your palpitation. So nobody can watching you in the stage also. You can sit, just give the pressure to your relax your right arm and take your left arm to give the pressure to all the tips of the finger. You can give the pressure more contraction, then automatically your brain cells will be stimulated, your palpitation will be decreased. This will be increase your blood circulation. So I hope so. My lecture, you can understand whatever I present today. It will not be understand. You can ask me now any question for me. Before I conclude, your body is the engine, your mind is the engineer. So as the engineer evolve, if you give these two are coordinated well, then we will become a healthy body and we become a very good engineer, and we can able to concentrate our research oriented part. So you can you always think your internal organ will be the engine and your mind always engineer. So give correct command from your mind and you can work on to the internal organs and the external organs. Thank you. Thank you for giving me opportunity. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now. I'm ready to answer for this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful session, sir. Participants can ask questions.
So if you have a doubt, you can ask me. I'm ready to answer.
I want to convey, sir.
Okay. Otherwise, you can come with the chat box. I can ready to answer that.
Participants, if you have any doubt in this session, you can post it in the chat box. It is actually a good session, sir. It is you have started from the prayer first, right?
Yes.
A meaningful prayer is an important element in the spiritual creation of each day. It precedes a temporal creation or actual execution of the day. So
Okay.
you started from the prayer. It was a good beginning of the fruitful session, sir.
Madam, in the 1 minute, madam, on chat box, what is the suitable time for to do the pranayama? One question is raised. As I already mentioned in this PPT, if you can do for any morning or evening. Suppose if you are taking any food, at least 4 hours time we have to give to digest that food, then you can do that pranayama. It is always good for our health. Morning is very ideal time to do the pranayama. You know why? Because that ozone layer will be coming out and we can get more oxygen. So you can do the morning sessions more better. If you don't have the morning session, then you can concentrate. You can do this evening. That is also better. Madam, continue, madam. Ramya, madam.
Can you hear
Hello.
me, sir?
Yeah, I hear you, madam.
Okay, sir. It would be a very useful session for the participants to keep them healthy, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
And
Thank
then,
you, madam. Thank you for giving me opportunity. Especially Dr. Bhubadi Rani, madam, give me opportunity for this. And me to all the engineers. Thank you.
thank you, sir.
Okay.
Participants, you can join tomorrow's session sharply at 10 a.m. The feedback link is posted in the chat box. We can fill it for the session. Thank you.
Ramya, madam, can I leave now?
Yes, sir. You can leave, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.